So, Bill Nye, the science guy, on astrology. Are you serious? No. Seriously? Bill Nye, the science guy on astrology. I'm not sure if you've seen this. I'm sure you have. A lot of people have who's in the astrology thing, that if you type in astrology on YouTube, here's the first video comes up saying Bill Nye on astrology. And what he does, he explains scientifically how a sun is no longer in the zodiac sign that we think it's in. It's actually one step backwards, and in 70,000 years it'll be another sign backwards. And he says that's it, astrology is wrong. So, number one thing, he's actually right on that, but he forgot to mention that Vedic astrology already goes by that system. So from October 15th to November 14th, you're a Libra, you're not a Scorpio. From November 15th to December 14th, you're not a Sagittarius, you're a Scorpio. You're not a Scorpio from October 23rd to November 21st. It doesn't work that way, because of the fact the Vedic system already calculates it in a manner where every 60,000 years will go one sign backwards. And so he disproves that. Okay, fine. He kind of proves it actually. And he goes, see, I proved it wrong. But my God, you just gave a bad name to the scientific community. Because if you are a scientist, you do your extensive research, you do your testing, okay, you do your papers on it, you look at the entire branch of the subject that you're talking about. That means if you're doing a paper on anthropology and you're studying in an indigenous group like Chetwazi, you're going to study everything about them, and you're going to study 3-4 other of indigenous groups to find a common conclusion about indigenous groups. Okay, but he just goes off of one track and he goes off of the method that everybody just knows. Okay, and hardly people know about the Vedic system, hardly people know about the branches and the depth of this system. But he just interviews people and says, hey, see, I told you astrology is wrong. And he never mentions in the video that, oh, by the way, true astrology is based on not just your sun sign, but actually the time you were born, the place you were born. And it's about your rising sign, your ascendant, where your moon is placed, the houses of astrology, what each house is doing, the 27 constellation astrology, the divisional charts, the planetary time period. You getting my point? Exactly. So, Bill Nye, I love you, man, but why didn't you do your research before you glorified astrology as pseudoscience? You know, a scientist does his or her research. There was this another physicist lady who just said, oh, astrology is kind of BS because nobody thinks like their sun sign, moon sign. And I'm like, wow, physicist, okay, trying to cook a meal and then saying that the reason why this meal isn't perfect because you're not putting this amount of salt, that amount of salt. No, it doesn't work that way. You know, it's like a physicist going and proving a chef wrong, that what you are making is completely wrong. You make it this way. And you can do that, but at least do some research, practice, learn about cooking. So when a scientist comes into the world of astrology, they should at least try to be a little bit more, try to look smart. That yes, we studied the Vedic system, we studied the Kabbalah system, we studied the Mayan system, we studied the Greek system, we studied the Chinese system. You know, and then when you have this research, I would love to be proven wrong. I would love to, just completely leave astrology and do something better with my life. But come on, this is the reason why I'm making this video. Is it's disappointing that an intelligent guy like Bill Nye would just take the Western concept and just say, this is it, this is astrology, and it's bullshit. And it's not. Okay, so just wanted to make this kind of rant video on that. Wanted to make it for a long time, but just found the time today to do it because I was just bored. Anyway, if you're new to my channel, subscribe up. Okay. And if you want to know more about the astrology and you want to know all the ins and outs of the true astrology, check out my link below. Check out my book there, Astrology at the Speed of Light. You won't be disappointed. Bye-bye.